smash the like button right now if you want to be a better defender in NBA 2K26. Defense is the #1 thing separating good players from comp players in NBA 2K26, but right now, most people are completely lost. In this video, I'm breaking down the exact defensive mindset you need to dominate, and I'm going to show you in gameplay from every mode so you can see this live in action. But before we get into the film, there are 3 defensive rules you need to understand in NBA 2K26. Without these 3, none of this will make any sense. Rule #1 is that height matters for contests. You can really only contest players that are within about 6 inches of your height. The closer you are, the higher your contest impact. So if you're undersized, you're basically giving shooters a green window every single time. You guys have played against 7'4s, you see that the majority of the time they are shooting over people. But the reason for this is the fact that most people guarding them are 6'7", 6'8", and the rare 6'9". And while a 6'9" can get contests, it's often few and far between. So you need to keep this in mind with who you're guarding. If you are on a 6'6" build, you should not be guarding anyone over 6'11". If you are on a 6'8" build, it's going to give you a little bit more room. So these are things to keep in mind when you make your lockdown defender builds. Rule #2 is that perimeter defense ratings actually matter now. The days of a 75 perimeter rating playing the exact same as an 85 or a 92 is done. Low perimeter rated defenders are getting exposed this year. If you do not invest in perimeter defense, you simply will not stay in front of anyone, and you quite literally will not get contests. If you don't want to get shot over, I would recommend you guys to put some points on perimeter this year. It absolutely matters. My final rule, and arguably the most important rule, is that you have to jump on defense. If you want to get a contest, you need to press triangle, you need to press Y, you need to jump to contest it. Can you run around with your hands up? Yes, but unless you are equal in height and size to your opponent, you're probably not going to get that high of a contest, especially with how some of the jump shots are this year. If you guys want to get contests, you want to make sure that just like perimeter, you have a high block rating, because a block rating is what correlates to how your player jumps for contests. And now that you guys know these 3 rules, let's get into the actual film. I'm going to break down clips from every single game mode to show you how to think and play defense in NBA 2K26. Now we're going to start it off with 2v2 gameplay, and in this gameplay, a lot of the time you're going to see me on my 7'4". And on my 7'4", I am extremely slow with low perimeter, so you guys should be able to play better defense than me. But I'm going to be teaching you guys the mindset that we have when we play 2s, and this is the best mindset to have. As you guys can see right there, he jumps, gets a 42% contest, and you guys are gonna see that as a common theme in this video, okay? So look, right now I'm on ball, and what I'm doing in this situation is, okay, I'm a little bit slower, but I'm gonna use my height and length to my advantage, okay? You guys need to play to your build's advantage. So being the fact that I am on a 7'4", 9 out of 10 times I'm gonna be slower than whoever I'm guarding, but I'm also longer. Something that you guys need to factor in based on whatever build that you guys are playing on. If you're on a lockdown defender, like a pure lock, you're not going to have these issues as much. But as you can see, look, he gets beat, I'm taking his, he's taking mine. It needs to be seamless transitions as a back end, okay? As the back end, it's my job to be watching him and saying to myself, okay, he's beat, now I need to go. Okay, he's through this, now I'm switching. As you guys can see, boom, right here, I fight through the screen. He shows in case I get beat. Now he's stuck. I see that he's got a wall, so I need to focus on mine because that's what it's going back to. Same thing. He's in position to show in case I get beat, but guess what? That's not going in because I got 3 bumps. He lost his adrenaline. Now that's a very important concept that I need to tell you guys about right now, is the fact that taking somebody adrenaline away is your best bet to get stops in this game, and that starts with bumps, okay? You have to get bumps on the person that you're playing against. If you guys are not running and bumping them, they're going to run around with 3 adrenaline bars, and if that's the case, they're going to score every time. Now this possession right here, as you guys can see, this is a prototypical example of us playing really good sides. Kind of have the same thought. We're both showing, we're both going. Unfortunately, they get a basket there, but that's part of the game. Sometimes you're gonna play good defense and they're still gonna score. He comes off the screen, I see he gets through it, and I'm right back underneath to mine, okay? I get the bump steal, and boom, we're out of position, double jump, we get another block. As you can see, we are getting a ton of blocks, and that is because both of us have high block ratings. I have a 93 block, he has a 93 block. And you could make the case that block is more important than steal this year, because I'm not gonna lie, you get a lot of blocks. Now, I'm not saying don't put steal on your builds, because you definitely need steal on your builds. You need both. If you want to truly get stops in this game that is super offensive focused, you are going to have all defensive attributes upgraded. And as you guys can see right here, we're playing against an ISOer and he's playing it perfect, okay? When you guys are playing versus ISOers, the mindset that you guys need to be in is majority of people that are ISOing, they don't want to shoot threes, okay? It's a very simple concept. When somebody runs pick and roll, they want to shoot threes. When somebody runs ISO, they want to rim run. As you guys can see, I'm standing at the free throw line because I know 9 out of 10 times they're not letting that fly. And as you can see, we do a seamless switch right there. Now he's on mine. The Michael Jordan guy that I'm guarding already has lost 2 adrenaline, so I'm dropping, boom, forcing the 44% contest and then knocking down the 3 to secure the stop and get 3 points on the board. Now, even in this clip right here, as you guys can see, I'm bigger, so I'm using that to my advantage. Like I said, I cannot keep up with majority of the people that I am guarding. But what I can do is put myself in a good position and jump back in the play to get contests. Now, I think that's a big habit that a lot of people have yet to get into, is because in previous games, you could just run around with your hands up and force stops. And it is no longer like that. And if you want to get a good contest on somebody that you are guarding, you are going to have to jump. As you can see right there, my guy didn't jump. He gets a 7% contest. So that was a gradable shot. Now, granted, he took a bunch of his adrenaline away by forcing him to dribble. But I'm telling you right now, you have to jump. Even there, he gets a small meter, all based on the fact that I am jumping. Jumping is everything in this game. Now, as you can see, another possession right here. I see that he's beat. I take his, he takes mine. Now, we fall out of position right there. He jumps to make him take an extra dribble. I'm showing, and I could have easily got back to my opponent there and got a contest if need be. Like I said, as you can see, this guy is running ISO. So what's the mindset that you need to have? He's not looking to shoot the ball. He is trying to figure out how to get to the rim. Look at him. He's dribbling, looking to get to the rim. So I'm going to drop on it, knowing tendencies and knowing the mindset of how certain players play. And again, while that's not always true, it's pretty consistently a theme. When you guys are playing against these ISOers, they don't want to rip threes off, okay? As you can see right here, he's turning the corner. I take his, get the wall up animation, force him out of bounds. You need to be in sync with the guy that you're playing with. And if you're not going to be in sync, if you're not going to be on the mic, you need to have certain concepts instilled with your teammates. As you can see, pretty much my concept when I'm playing on this big 7'4" build is anytime you're beat, we're switching. Because I'm running with another power forward. I'm on a 7'4" and my person's on a 6'9". So we basically have a lineup where we are able to switch pretty seamlessly. And on the twos, that's exactly what you want. Right there, I get the block off the screen. Why? Because I knew with him running pick and roll, he was gonna come off and look to jack it. And again, I think that that's something that you guys will learn over time. You will start to see very similar concepts in the game. You will see that certain players are going to do specific things based on their build and based on the play style that they are running. Another pretty simple rule of thumb on the twos is that, look, if you are playing against a 6'4" and under guard, he's going to be 300. If you are playing anybody that is 6'5" and over, guaranteeing you he is either going to be a mid-range shooter or he's going to get on that rim, man. The big ISO builds never want to shoot threes, which is why they made a big ISO build. And please, if you have enjoyed any of this breakdown so far, please do me a solid and smash the like button, guys. It helps me out a ton. And even if you only play 2v2, the concepts that you guys can learn in the threes gameplay and in the fives gameplay can help in your 2v2 gameplay. I'm telling you right now, it is all about mindset on defense and learning and outthinking your opponents. Again, defense is not easy. I'm not going to sit back and pretend to you that it is easy. But when you have these concepts down and you start learning how your opponents think, it becomes much easier. Also, if you need like any more help understanding these concepts, if they're not sticking for you, definitely let me know in the comment section, guys. I do respond to every single comment. If you don't believe me, try it for yourself. But I am guaranteeing you, send this to your teammate, man. If you guys take these concepts, even just if you learn the simple concept that ISOers are looking to dunk and pick and roll people are looking to shoot threes, that one bullet point alone is going to help you guys win more games. So I know for a fact if you take everything else into account that I've said so far, you're going to be even better. Now let's get into the 3v3 gameplay, man. And all I ask that you guys do is smash the like button if you have made it to this point in the video, man. It helps the channel out a ton. Also, share this gameplay with your teammates, as it's going to help not only your win percentage, but it's going to help theirs. And the channel in general will do just that. Now let's talk about it, okay? 3v3 gameplay is going to usually come down to which team is getting more threes, okay? That is just exactly how it's going to be. Similar to the 2v2 concepts, if people are running pick and roll, 99% of the time, they're gonna be looking to shoot more threes. If they're running ISO, they're gonna look to get on that rim. If a team is ISOing you, you will be a-okay letting them dunk 10 times a game, okay? Because if they get 10 dunks and you get 7 threes, you won the game. So it's very simple. Number one, your main concept that you're going to want to do on the 3v3 court is limit the amount of 3 opportunities that the other team gets. This seems like such a simple concept, but you'd be extremely surprised at how often corner players or just players in general will drop trying to make a play on the slip, drop trying to make a play on the dunk, and then give up an easy corner 3 or an easy catch and shoot 3 in general that's going to give the other team an advantage, man. It is very simple. If you guys are wanting to win games, you have to limit threes, especially in NBA 2K26, where there is a pure green window. If you guys are wanting to win games, you can win by getting threes. You will lose games by giving up threes. So as you guys can see, I am very content to run players off the line and trust that I'm going to get a 3 on the other end. That is exactly how I play the game. So look, I'm going to pick up full court and I'm going to try to predict where he's going. Okay, the screen's coming right. I know for a fact he wants to go off that screen. So as you can see, I'm naturally shading. I'm playing to get around the screen. Now my back end doesn't help here, but I still get a 39% contest because I'm proactive in paying attention to where the screener is positioning himself. If you are paying attention to where you're at on the court and reading the court, you will get a lot more stops. Now, as you guys can see, they troll right there. And I want you guys to know, some of you guys are going to be like, oh, Choc, you can only play good defense because you're playing with squad, you're playing with your boys. In this gameplay that you are currently watching, I am playing with 2 random people I have never played with. And the guy with the jersey is a 60 overall. I be walking on the dots. If you guys come to a Twitch stream, you'll see it. I literally load up and play with anyone and everyone, but I win games because my defensive concepts stay true for myself. As you guys can see, I'm gonna get a bump right here early, take one of his adrenaline, and I'm gonna play the dribble move back to my hand. I do get a pluck, they pick it up, but at this point, he's already lost 2 or 3 adrenaline. So he's not gonna make this jump shot no matter what. There goes his 3rd bar right there. I'm still attached, and at this point, I could pretty much leave him wide open. He's not gonna make it. I'm playing the pop now because in my mind, I know once a point guard has lost 2 or 3 adrenaline, he's not only not gonna make the shot, but he's not even gonna take the shot at that point. So I did try to jump the center pass. I didn't get it, but nonetheless, that is a really good defensive possession. Now, as you guys can see, let me go ahead and get on that rim real quick, and I am in a full court press, okay? I'm on the point guard here, and I'm gonna pick him up 94 feet. I'm gonna try to get an early bump and try to take his adrenaline away. Now, boom. As you guys can see, very simple. I knew he was gonna cross it over. You wanna predict people's moves, okay? One thing that people don't do is they're afraid too much to make mistakes. But at the end of the day, let's say that that guy had did the crossover and he got by me for whatever reason. Let's say I predicted it wrong and he gets by me. Then it becomes on my teammate to step up and take him. It becomes on the corner player to take his spot. And what we do is we rotate for one another. The days of standing still and not playing help defense are dead. Look at that. I just bumped his man and jumped back into the play and got a block. Number one, because of the main 3 concepts that I said earlier, which is high perimeter, high block. But number 2, because I'm being proactive and paying attention to the situational awareness on the court. Like I said, the first 2 to 3 possessions of the game, you should be feeling out your opponents and you should pretty much get a read on them by that point. And keep in mind, in this gameplay, I have a 7-4 backend, so the hedge is pretty much non-existent. If you are running a more competitive lineup where you are having a 6-7, 6-8, or 6-9 backend, you are much more likely to force stops. But again, as you guys can see, picking up on tendos, we had already played that guy. I know he likes to use that crossover, so I'm putting my body in position to steal it. Also, what a lot of you guys don't know, people go, yo, Choc, you don't get plugs no more. People can dribble into your body. That's not true. The only way dribbling into your body works is if you reach. If you don't reach and you allow them to throw the ball into your body, they will lose it. They will lose it more times than not. And I actually want to replay that clip again because it goes back to the court and situational awareness that I was talking about, okay? Everything in this game is about learning what your opponents can do and what they can't. You are getting a screen at the beginning of the game that's telling you what your opponents can and can't do. So look, right here, okay? I get the contact dunk. Now, keep in mind, he is going to run his way up the baseline. Now, with common sense, I know one thing he wants to do is get back to the middle where his screen is. So I sat on it, predicted it, and went for the reach, got the steal. I'm telling y'all, I get that we're struggling with defense, But if you guys are using your builds to your advantage, like look at the steal that my player just got right there, bro. He sat there at the free throw line, so he had the ability to hedge me, and he still got a sweet spot steal, man. A lot of you guys just don't realize that defense is played differently in this game. It is not the old games where you could run around and look at somebody and get a 20% contest. The skill gap in this game is defense. And if you guys are somebody that is a defensive-minded player, you should want a defensive skill gap game. Now look at that play right there. Let me run that back. Now, let me really break this play down for you, okay? So I'm back in right here, pick and roll. My lock reaches out of the play. So now it's my job to step up for him. As you guys can see, corner drops and I swing for him. That is the definition of moving your feet on defense. This footage right here is coming from the $2,000 wager that I played in versus Markelle Fultz with Black Market. I actually have a video of that on the channel. Make sure that you guys check it out. And if you guys have enjoyed any of this content so far, man, please do me a favor and smash the like button, guys. It helps me out a lot, and it tells me the type of content that you guys want to see. If you guys want to see more content like this, if you guys want to learn or anything that you guys want to know about, let me know in the comment section and smash the like button. But when it comes to pro-am defense, it is all about rotations, okay? As you guys can see right there, Swag was standing at about the 5v5 logo in good position in case Bauer got burnt, and also was able to jump back and block the shot, okay? He's not hugging his man. He's not just standing still in the corner. It's all about reading the team and being able to react. So right there, puts himself in a position, plays the cut, doesn't get it, but it's all good. Now me, same type of thing. I'm moving my feet, but I'm always going to be in position to get that steal if it comes my way. So boom, again, Bauer's beat, I'm showing for him enough for him to be able to get back into the play, force the contest. That way we can get an easy 3 on the other end. And especially when you're playing versus a 5-out where it's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of cuts. As you guys can see right there, that is the definition of bait, okay? He dropped from the corner, but didn't give up the 3, because at the end of the day, 3s hurt more than 2s. If you guys take something away from this video, please take away the fact that 3s hurt more than 2s. You can come back getting dunked on all game. You cannot come back by giving up 3s. And that is the mindset that I do not stop preaching when I'm playing games, is that we can get back into this game with 2s. Look at Bauer right there. I gets beat, Bauer goes for him, I go for Bauer. Like, you guys have to get on a point where basically you are on a string. People have to be willing to make plays for one another, okay? So boom, as you guys can see, Bauer has him walled up. So everybody needs to lock in on their own assignment. Joey gives up the cut, but he jumps back into it. Again, high block rating really matters. He jumps back in and gets a high percentage contest. Play right here, I think Bauer gets beat, so I show for him. Bauer takes mine, boom. Now I got left, Bauer's got right. I'm gonna stay attached to his. I know he's lost 2 adrenaline at this point. Okay, there's the wrap up, a lot of movement, nothing's going. It's an open jump shot, but it's not an easy one to say the least. Situation right here, bringing the ball up the court, they're running a pick and roll. In my personal opinion, I would like Joey to be a little bit higher there, but he is in position playing the rim run based on tendencies and forces a miss. All based on the fact that he has a high block rating. Now right here, boom, adrenaline's already lost. He's attached to him 3 times. He's not making that shot. And what does he do? He gives it up. As I said in the other areas of the defensive guide, man, when guards lose their adrenaline, they are going to cough up the rock 9 out of 10 times. And even if they don't, they're not going to make that tough shot. Your green window gets absolutely murdered if you are sitting there dribbling too much. Look at me right there. Look at that right there. I swung to the paint in case he got beat and positioned myself to still get back, man. You guys have to be willing to make plays for your teammates. Right there, I show enough. Now who's showing for me? Boom. Doesn't even matter, because I'm going to get the contest and we're off to the races. Take 3 and put it on the board. And to be completely honest with you guys, man, defense is the best offense. Right here, Hoodie Touch has badge. Boom. Power forward's going to step up and force a 30% contest. The lock on his own would have gotten beat right there. So team defense, especially in 5v5, it does matter in 3v3, it does matter in 2v2, but most importantly, in 5v5, the team that is going to win is the team that plays the best team defense. And that's why I cannot stress to you guys enough to make sure that you guys send this video to your teammates, man. I'm telling y'all right now, defense is a team game. Even the point guard who thinks, nah, man, I don't need this. I'm just guarding the corner. Nah, a point guard can absolutely change the game out of the corner. It's nothing like having bait from every position, man. Baiting and swinging, I'm telling you guys, that is the difference between winning ball games and losing ball games. Also, if you guys have made it to this point, I know I already said this, but please, 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 please smash the like button, guys. It helps me out so freaking much, and I appreciate each and every single one of you guys that do. But yeah, those are the defensive tips, man. Let me know in the comment section, guys. Let me know what you're thinking, okay? What do you guys need help with? Let me know what you're struggling with in NBA 2K26, and I got y'all. I'll make a video on it, or I will do my best to help you out in the comment section, because I do respond to every single comment. If you don't believe me, give it a try for yourself. But yeah, I am guaranteeing you guys, man, if you guys took the stuff from this video and implement it into your game, your win percent is going to go up, you're going to enjoy NBA 2K26 more, and overall, you are going to have a better time absolutely cooking your opponents on the court, man. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys that watch the video. And guys, over 80% of you that are watching these videos are not subbed up, man. Make sure that you guys sub to the channel. This channel is designed to make you a better NBA 2K player. Appreciate each and every single one of you guys for watching. And as always, it's your boy Choc. Stay tuned for more, and I'm out. Peace.